Like maybe talk a little bit about like what that took and what these guys have in front of them. Because 25 years ago, maybe 15, 25 years ago, I don't know that you could.
I mean, even when I had it, I felt like, damn,
is this it?
Because it was always like for us, I mentioned like for basketball players, that injury is the worst thing you know, for football players, a concussion you don't want to get. Like you like, oh man, a concussion. Like, you know, if you get too many of those, it's over. You know, they try to keep you out. And for us, like, you know, and Achilles is like something that's
man. It was a grind, and of course, you know, JT and Dame, you know, hit me up. I feel like I'm the Achilles guy.
Who you are?
Yeah, like everybody hit me up when they had their Achilles and
the best.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys. I feel like a lot of guys have bounced back and became themselves again. Mine's just the most, you know, popular, but I feel like a lot of guys have bounced back that I took inspiration from when I was going through my journey. But those guys are cut from a cloth that, you know,
how they got here.
Yeah, it's rare. They're rare individuals anyway. So this is just a little stoppage in their journey that they just gonna have to sit down and lock in on, and it's easy. I think it'll be easy for them to lock in on once they truly grasp that, like, I'm gonna be out for a year. And I think that takes a few weeks for you to truly understand. It's just probably their first time in their whole lives.
Yeah.
They got to sit down and not play sport. They physically can't play.
Yeah.
That's probably the first time that they had to go through that. And that's just you can either elevate or drown, in my opinion. And I think both of those dudes have shown you time and time again that they're going to continue to elevate you know, as individuals and as players. But it's a grind, man.
It's a grind.
Like, you see me every day. You see me. It was grumpy
Even when
day.
you were back.
Yeah.
The amount of work you have to do
It's
to make sure it does
you still
today,
have
right?
to
Like,
rehab when I'm playing. You know? I'm still doing some of this stuff that I was doing in that rehab. So it's going to be your game and your body is going to for sure change. I'm telling people with Dame, he shoot a lot of those deep threes. When you tear your Achilles, your calf muscle goes to nothing. You sit around for 3 months and you can't move your calf. Because if you look at mine now, I wish I could show people. My right is smaller than my left. But that's just from not using it for those 4 or 5 months.
It's completely shut down.
It completely shut down. So that's most of the work.
Right.
Is getting that calf back to that. You got to get it bigger and stronger. You know what I'm saying? So